Hey y'all, hey.
Here.
We are back in this thing. Okay, you guys, so this is Great Minds Don't Always Think Alike. We are on episode, I don't know what. We have lost track of the actual
We'll catch
episode
him.
that we on,
We'll
but
be up next week.
it'll be up next week. But you guys, um, this this episode is going to be towards the LGBT. Wait a minute. We always do that. Um, this is going to be towards the LGBTQ plus community. I'm sorry about the A's and the I's, and I don't really know too much about that. Um, so yeah, we of course is me, Mel, and then we got Sheba,
Sheba baby.
and then we got No Face, No Case, Britt.
Brit.
No face, no case, Britt. So you guys, we are going to get right into this. We do got a few topics today. Some of these topics is going to be crazy, right? So we're going to start off pretty light because one of the ones we just found out before we stepped in here, it's going to be a little hard to digest because it's going to be a lot of hell no's when that story drop. So how's everybody doing? First off, let's get there.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Chilling. I had a very relaxing day today.
You had a good day today?
Very relaxing.
Mm, I've been upset these last few days, y'all.
You said
No,
upset.
I don't know why. I've just been on my shit.
Okay.
But yeah, Brittany, how was your week?
It's been fun. Nothing really much happened with me. Just cooked out on the grill today. It's been cool.
Oh, what's up, cook? I want some.
My mama let me have grilled food.
What you say? I like hamburgers. You would have loved this one. I'm sending out that little thing. You feel me? Let people know.
As am I. So I don't want anybody to be like, she ain't even paying attention. I'm sharing. I am sharing.
Let me tell y'all. Okay, not a sponsor. Would never be. These are fucking disgusting unless they're cold. Well,
Those flavored water.
yeah, but I like clear fruit and shit like that.
But those taste like you had some juice in your cup and then you poured water in it and it got a little bit of an aftertaste.
Yeah.
That's what those waters remind me.
That's what it's giving.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if they ain't in here yet, then the hell with them. I'm not the hell with y'all. Huh?
They can watch the replay.
Yeah, y'all can definitely replay it. All right, so y'all, the first topic is that we have let me see. I'm sending somebody a message. He's supposed to be watching today. All right. Oh shit. Let me send somebody else this real quick too. Fuck y'all. Hold on. My bad. I forgot y'all.
All right.
On the line. On.
Yeah, my bad. I'm like this shit ain't live. All right. Sorry. We always do. I always do this, don't I?
All the ways.
I do this shit every single Sunday. All right, cool. All right, bet. So, all right, y'all. So the first topic that we got today is, and I didn't even pull it out. I was supposed to pull it out. So okay, y'all. So first and foremost, let's break down these pronouns. These pronouns are getting crazy. Okay, let me just say this first. I am the lesbian of the show. the dominant lesbian. We have Sheba, who is bisexual. I hate to put that name on that, but she's bisexual. And then we have Brittany, who's a fucking ally. She don't deal with us. She don't deal with the gay community unless it's me. I'm playing. Don't cancel her, y'all. She love the gays. She love the gays, y'all.
We love a good gay.
We love a good gay girl, a good little kiki. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the pronouns: the he's, the she's, the theys, the zers, the z's, the
who?
The zers. Ain't they like zers, the z's, or something like that? Zers and z and zers.
I've never heard of such, baby. You telling me some new shit?
I swear it's a thing. Let me look it up right quick so I can tell y'all all the pronouns.
Yeah, you do that because I've never.
Sorry, y'all. Come on, bro. I'm at work. I'm sorry.
Leave the EP alone, okay?
Girl, he behind me, girl. Just a naked over here trying to play with a cat. Like,
not naked. Come on, not naked. Come on, nephew.
He just came out the bathroom, girl. You know how that go. For LGBT. I mean, for. Okay.
All right, I'm done sharing.
Yeah,
that's on you.
You did get in at some point. Okay, so I don't know. See, it's za, zim, zer, zis.
No.
Sa, he, here. A-M, M. See, here's the thing. Bro, you gay. Like, it's either, all right, see, this is where we gonna break the mold for me, personally. It's either you're a he or you're a she, right? And here's why I say this. Because even if you transition from a woman to a man, you will be a him. If you transition from a female to a male, then you are now a him. All right. So I think I said that twice or something. You know what I mean? So I feel like the gender is this thing. I can't like when people be like, I'm non-binary. They, them. Do I be like, so how y'all doing today?
Just you. How are you doing?
No, because you would probably be too complicated. That's like because that's a singular.
If you're speaking of a person who is non-binary, so I'm only using you, Britt, because you're here. Let's say Britt was the non-binary. Okay. When we speak of Britt, we don't say she went to the store. You would say they went to the store.
Okay.
Where's Brittany? They went to the store.
Okay. So I would call her and be like, how y'all doing?
No, you still would say you. It's still you. It's singular.
But is it though? Like they get mad about stuff like that. Right?
I mean, if that's what they want, then that's what they have to specify. But to have now, because we are speaking of her in third person, we can say they or them. But when speaking to her, we're speaking to her. So I personally would say, hey, how are you? But if I'm talking to you and I'm referring to her, I would say they. Yeah. Or if someone says, oh, give them, it would be that, give them some vegetables on their plate.
Okay.
But honestly, if you really think about it, we say that anyway.
Yeah, I guess. So, I mean, I guess they're like the only ones that.
It takes. If you're not a part of the community, it's gonna be a lot, and they're not gonna deal with it. They're not gonna deal with it. So it's no different than your name. Let's say, I call you Milani. Let's say that was really how you pronounce your name, but it's spelled Melanie. So after a while, you get tired of having to correct people. So you just accept them saying Melanie. That's like Tyrell. His name is Tyrell, but people call him Terrell. And he just, at this good old 31 years of age, likes to say yes, no, okay, when people call him that. It irritates my soul because that's not your name.
His name is definitely Tyrell. If you can't see that boy named Tyrell, something is wrong.
Baby, it's Terrell, okay?
And then your identification is blind. That's another thing too. Side note, can you just identify as anything?
I mean, these days, apparently you can.
You can, because at this point,
Apparently, yeah.
yeah, you can just be anything you want to be. And I think that's what that was the goal when we was younger, right? When you grow up, you can be whatever you
want.
They instilled that shit long time ago. You can be whatever you want to be, and it wasn't just the president.
And you can't be mad because they are choosing what they want to be.
You know what I heard though when I was working at Family Dollar? It was one of them guys we used to work with. It was one of them Jamaicans, a tall Jamaican. I forgot what his name was. I ain't gonna put him out there. But he told me that he didn't understand transgenders because if they aren't happy with themselves being who they are, then why should we be happy with who they're becoming? I'm just like, are you fucking one? Because why do you care? Right? That's what I was concerned about because okay, if somebody is asking you to accept them, who the fuck is asking you this? Who's asking you? Somebody, you fucking somebody. I feel like, but nevertheless, we wasn't here for that. I just wanted to include that because I just feel like I love transgenders. By the way, I am an advocate for transgenders, and I spoke about this before. I said that I would actually deal with a transgender to a certain extent. To a certain extent. Here's the thing. I would deal with a transgender. I would, cause see, I wouldn't, they could be trans. I really wouldn't give a fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. You just ain't poking me like a Facebook. You ain't poking me. You ain't poking me like we on Facebook. Okay, so then it's different levels to gay. That was the next thing. Different levels to gay. I'm not quite sure what I meant by that when I wrote it.
Because baby, the key.
But it's different. So technically, I don't want to say different levels to gay, but I will say different terms for how people are presented. So you have females like you who would be femme. If you were in the lesbian part, I would be a
me.
Yeah, you would be a femme.
No.
Well,
not you told her what she would be.
what enlighten me. Enlighten me.
I don't identify as either.
Oh, so you just one of them. You a STEM.
Okay, I'll take that.
You a STEM.
Because it's depending on who I'm involved with. If I'm involved with a masculine female, then I'm feminine. But that don't always work because see, when I deal with females, that's when the nigga come out. So the relationship, I've had a relationship with studs and I've had a relationship with femmes. It's more leaning towards the femme side of who I would deal with.
So you would like to be a stud?
I really like. I was a tomboy as a kid. Like I wear the heels, and because that's what growing up. That's what I was just doing because that's what everybody else was doing. Like I don't be pressed for heels and dresses, and give me some hoodies and some jeans, some sneakers, some Timbs. Like I'm more comfortable in that. Like. That's why how long has it been since my hair's been this long?
It's been a minute. I remember when you cut it.
I hate hair.
I hate hair.
No, for real, Brett. Like, I really like this. It's been so long. And normally it's up in a ponytail. I really only straightened it because I just wanted to see how long it had really gotten. But if it's not curly, it's in a ponytail.
I mean, respectfully, I
feel like I do the feminine when I'm with an actual man. So why would I be with a woman and be feminine? Like, no, I'm the nigga in a relationship with a female.
Nah, gang.
No, real shit. Real shit.
Listen, I ain't got to deal with you. But what I'm saying is, I just feel like that's fucked up. Like, get a bitch that shit too. Don't be trying to come over here and shit.
I can't help it.
You better submit to that bitch. You better submit to that bitch.
Like, it's just, I can't. Like, that's the part. Like, it's just something in me when I deal with a female. Like, it was a young lady I was dealing with. Even she said it one day. She was like, "You still messing with them fucking studs? I thought I broke you out of that." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if she was cute. She was there. I kind of wanted some coochie and she was available. But I prefer feminine women. Like, I prefer, you know why I think I prefer feminine women? I think I'm more of the aggressor because I prefer to give.
Oh, you're a giver. I mean, but
don't get me wrong, I like to receive. So if anybody watching, I ain't saying I don't want none.
Anybody watching?
I ain't saying I don't want none. What I'm saying is that I just like to give a little more.
Yeah, well, listen, here's the thing. I mean, you could do that with studs, though, with doms. Yeah, you can.
Like, that's just weird to me. I can't. Like,
but
I don't be feminine with a woman.
What you mean? You couldn't give a stud Smith?
Oh no, I have. Of course, absolutely. Pussy is pussy. But when it comes to the gender or the role in the relationship, I prefer to be the aggressor, the more, I'm not saying masculine, like you ain't gonna see me with my pants sagging and what's up, my nigga, and like, no, you're not gonna get that.
I could never see that.
You're not gonna get that.
That would be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, feeling like, what up?
Like, hell no. I will punch you dead in your teeth if you started some bullshit like that.
No, but like, I'm the tomboy. I was the tomboy as a kid. Like, listen, let me tell you something. My mother, not my mother, her homegirl, whose daughter I was humping on when I was 7, walked in the room and I was humping on a little homegirl. We was playing house and I was the husband. I have been the man since I was 7.
Humping, Lord.
We was humping.
I'm the husband.
I had came home from work and you was gonna give me this.
Oh shit! Oh, you was. But you was out.
No, we was showing up in the bed. I was on top. We was getting it in. We was dry humping at 7.
Oh yeah, well the dry hump was now let me tell you something. That's when that's when you really could figure out if you was a lesbian or not. Because if them dry humps got better, you knew you was in for a ball. That's another thing. Side note, when I was a kid, we played house. I was always the nigga. Always came.
I was as well.
And my bitch should be making like.
I never played house with the men, with the boys. I always played house.
Yeah,
with
was always with a girl, and I
was always the man.
I was always the like this little bag, and she'd be over there making me mud with sticks and shit, like it's dinner. Like it's a
okay. The leaves with the mud in it. We was having tacos.
Not a little culture to it,
baby. You know.
No, this bitch just
we was having empanadas.
What we having for night in the back?
You know, we Puerto Rican over here, baby. We was having empanadas with the leaves in the dirt.
Nah. I come on. I made your favorite mud pie, bitch. Not my favorite.
We had the empanadas, honey.
Damn, y'all had culture to y'all little gay shit. Y'all had a little culture with your gay asses, didn't you?
We did.
Shit.
But I was always and like thinking about it. You think back, like I really never played house with the boys. And if we did play house, we didn't hump. But when I played house with the girls, we got a little time going.
Yo, the girls be gay early as fuck, low key. I don't know what it is. They be like, I just can't do it. Bitch, you know what you used to do. Don't be ashamed. Okay, y'all. So the next topic on the dial is, and I really want to discuss this. Oh shit, I'm going too far up the shit. I really want to discuss this because I feel like people don't be knowing what you can say and what you cannot say. Okay, and it's all about who you are. It's sad, just like how white folks can't say nigger. You know, in this gay world, it is gay racism in a sense.
Racism.
Gay, there you go. So in this world,
Put that on the shirt.
yeah, it's gayism because gayism is real. Because I tell you one thing, certain words like. So here's the thing, like we all knew that faggot couldn't be said for real, for real. Faggy was always like, it was kind of special. It was like little faggy over there. Like it really didn't hit as hard as it does now today. Like today, you say faggy, niggas is like, what the fuck you called me?
Even in the community, though.
Yeah.
Even in the community, it's used as a derogatory term. Like,
yeah,
I've heard them call each other faggies when they argue. So
yeah, you faggy bitch, all that. Yeah, that ain't it. Oh, and so here's a big thing for me too. The word dyke. Let me tell you something. I have literally cut people off of that. And have not talked to them since. You gonna respect me, and that's one fucking word you ain't gonna say to me. I don't play that bull dagger shit. I don't play that dyke shit. I don't play like and here's the thing. This is where it fucked up for me. Young M.A. and the girl Saya, when they came in the game, they tried to take the word back like on some nigga shit, like power to the people. That dyke shit wasn't fine with me. I think they tried to do DYKE and was like it was
that made it okay.
Yeah, but they had like an acronym for it. It was like, damn, you killing them. And that was like no, that shit don't fly. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the world, if anybody's in here or if whatever, let me tell you something. That shit will get you popped in your motherfucking face. It coming to me. Don't you think because some old fucking bitch done told you the word dyke now holds some type of it don't. And you get beat the fuck up. I mean that with everything. I'm looking you dead in the camera. You say that shit to me, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's his period. Anyway,
I don't know, we use it jokingly though.
Not dyke.
I wouldn't say it outside to everybody else. Like, you know, my child, he's gay. 2 of my daughters are bi. So we say stuff like that to each other.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. And I guess playfully. I mean, I guess I've never accepted it. I just can't get past it. It's just so like, because I feel like every single time, right? Here's another thing too. I hate when motherfuckers be like, yo, you cool as shit, da da da. And then something go wrong. Oh, you fucking fat dyke bitch. Now you done fucked it up. Cause like next time you call me that, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together. That bitch, you really starting to mean that. You starting to put your chest into it. So then we gotta eradicate that. So to just not even start that shit.
I mean, I get it though, because when I was younger, bitch was my word. Like,
yeah, you couldn't call me no bitch. And still to this day, you can't call me no bitch. Yeah. Nah. Because I mean, now if we bitch Kiki, that's cool. I'ma fuck you up, bitch.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
You call me a bitch.
I don't let it bother me no more. It used to, though. Little girl would knock on my door, and the first thing my grandmother would say was, "Did you call her a bitch?" And she would shake her head yes, and my grandmother would say, "Ah, pues, mija," and close the door.
There you go. Adios, amigo.
Fuck you at my door for? You already know that word triggers her. She's gonna whip your ass. You haven't won a fight yet. Why are you at my door?
You haven't won a fight yet.
You haven't won a fight yet.
That's why they was always at my door, because she would come home with her ass beat.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's something.
I told you I was a tomboy, so
yeah. Then
I'm
another
thing, in the relationship.
I guess we're gonna add on everybody else stuff too, because I don't want to just dedicate this to the men and the women of the lesbian community, because we do have transgenders as well. Tranny, don't say that shit. Tranny is not tranny will get you just as fucked up as dyke and faggy will. You don't call these girls trannies. And then you know another thing I hate too. Like, yo, stop fucking saying he or she when you know they transitioning. Like, and then you get mad talking about, oh, well, she is what she, or he is what he is. Like, bro, they're transitioning. Okay. If I transition, you niggas better call me Mel Boy. You feel me? Like, I'm the boy now. Like, that's just it.
Mel Boy.
Don't fucking call me.
You have and this is where things like that professionally, because I have people that come into my job. Like, I just had a patient come in the other day. Mm-hmm. When he walked in, you think he's he. Okay. But then you go to pull the information and it's she, because they haven't changed their stuff over. Then there's one, she used to be a he. I mean, full blown, looks like a female, but her documentation still has male. But when I talk to these patients, I respect them. So like with her, I'll say Miss. Mm-hmm. And then like on the documents that we have to, fill out for the doctor, I'll put her in parentheses, her female name.
Okay.
And say, and put like prefers and put that name for the doctor to call that. Now, sometimes the doctors be confused, so they just go by the last name, which is fine because that's still showing respect. Mm-hmm. But certain situations, like it's, I personally will say Mr. because I know that you're transitioning. I know that you look like a whole nigga in front of me, but your paperwork still says female. So it's hard in certain situations. But if we out and about, and even with you, let's say you haven't done anything to transition, but you would like to, so you still want to be referred to as such, I'm going to respect you. If you say refer to you as him, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and that is appreciated. I hate when people want to call me he, and I never even suggested that. Like, you think because I wear boxers I'm a he. I am a she. You understand me?
I am a girl, Damon.
I am a lady. Okay?
Lady. I am a girl, Damon.
Yo, I am a fucking female, yo. And if I ever forget, that fucking monthly cycle will remind me and humble me real quick. Okay, so all of that, and here's another thing. I think I spoke about this before about people telling me Happy Father's Day. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Can't stand it.
I'm not a father. I'm a mother. That's it. And I hate when people do that shit. You assume because I got a kid and because I dress like a man, I'm a father. I'm not that boy's father. I'm his mama. He understands.
And he calls you mama.
He calls me mama. Y'all see him and you still, Happy Father's Day. I know you holding it down. No, bitch. I'm not.
He has two mothers.
You miss my shit.
That's my son. He has two mothers and two fathers. Not because the fathers are gay, but I was in a full-blown relationship with his other mother. She, at the time, was dom or stud. She has switched back to being femme. But she was still mommy. Mm. Even dressed like him, like they dressed alike. Holidays, Easter, they would wear matching outfits. Like, yeah, but she was still mommy. Not no other mama, like me, none of that. No, mommy. Even when we talk now today, like he's at her sister's house, which is his aunt. And I just asked him, I said, have you seen your mother? And he was like, yeah, I was just at her house because she lived around the corner. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I can't stand the funky ass, but he love her, so hey, gotta go with it.
Hey, you know how I feel, so.
But I'm just saying, he love her, so I respect, Yeah. He knows how I feel. And he tells me all the time, Ma, don't be mad at him.
Not the nurse home cry. Not the slavery.
Don't be mad at him. Just give her a chance, Mom.
She ain't did nothing to you.
No, because he's at that age, he's going on 13. So I feel like he's at that age where I don't need to go into detail, but I can express that I don't know. I don't really like. She was on the phone with him one day and she like, tell your mother I need to talk to her. I got a situation and I need, in reference to the 2 children that she had given birth to. And I'm like, our son is going on 13. You don't call me to talk about him. Why would you think that you're going to call me to talk about some other children? Even if they did come out of you.
Mm.
No.
Wow.
But at any rate, the point is that, he loved her, so. But she was always mommy. She's never been Maddie. That's a term I have heard in lesbian relationships.
Maddie.
Oh,
for mommy, daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, daddy.
I don't like that.
Instead of saying daddy, because it's a woman, you say Maddie. I have heard that.
Nah. Nope. I knew that I was going to be mama because I seen this book before he was born. And I seen this book before he was born. And it was mommy, me, and mama. And I knew I was like, I'm mama.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that stuck with that. Sure you can say. Yeah. Why is this cat attacking me, y'all? Like this cat is really on the floor attacking me. You want to be in the camera? No? Okay, bye. Yeah, so like I kind of knew that's where I was gonna go with the mama thing. I always knew I was gonna be mama. I never wanted to be nothing else. I heard Fami too. Father mommy. I've heard Fami. I heard Fam.
I've known where they just referred to the other mother as step because the father was active.
Because the father was active?
Mm-hmm. So they called the other mother step, short for stepmom.
Oh, yeah. Hell no. I ain't never been no stepmom. Hey. I ain't never been no motherfucking stepmom. I've been a mama since day one. So that's
with his mother. That's why I said she's his mother. When he'll tell you, I have 2 mothers and 2 fathers. He has 2 fathers because he has a biological one and he has a godfather who stepped up as father and has been there since he was in my stomach.
Okay.
So he is daddy and the other one is father.
It be like that.
Father, are you there?
The betrayal, father. Let me tell you something. And I think that kids who have that extra love, bro, they are so blessed. They are so blessed.
That's another show.
Okay. On to the next topic. We're not gonna speak on. I was gonna speak on homophobia, but I feel like we just tied that in. Here's the thing. If you don't fucking like it, fuck you. Simple.
It's not even that. I feel like you don't have to be over the fucking top. Like it's okay. Like I don't like seafood. That don't mean that I'm gonna condemn you because you eat it. Like I don't want it. Don't put it on my plate. Don't ask me to try it. I said I don't like it.
That's it. It's what it is.
You do what you want to do. Now, I have 2 options. If you really feel like you have to have some seafood, then I'm going to tell you, I don't want to go. We can do it another day because I don't want to smell it.
All right.
But that's my choice. I can either partake and sit there while y'all eat y'all seafood, or I can say, I don't feel like smelling like that today. I'm going to go ahead and catch y'all another time. So it's the same thing. Like if that's not your thing, that's fine. When I'm in a group where there are a bunch of women, don't get me wrong, I don't just blurt out like, hey, by the way, I'm bisexual. But I try to let it be known because I never want anyone to feel uncomfortable. I don't ever want anyone to feel like, oh my God, like, because as women, sometimes we be like, girl, look at this. Let me show you this. What is this you think? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you might be like, oh, let me show you this bra I got it. I don't ever want you to feel like, oh my God, I exposed myself in front of her. She probably, no, first and foremost, let me tell you that females who like females, we have standards, just like females who like men.
I'm so happy we can touch on this. Let me touch on
Baby,
this.
I got preferences just like you got a preference in the nigga that you fuck.
Let me just touch this really quickly. Let me tell you something. Just because I like females, I do not like every
female that passes by.
It be some niggas like, bro, it don't fuck with her. I really had a bitch stop fucking with me because her husband told her to stop fucking with me. And what's crazy is
because he was right.
I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole with gloves on, my nigga. Like why? Nigga, I shouldn't be the one you worrying about. You should be worrying about the nigga who changing her tire because the fuck you want, nigga. That's what you should be worrying about. Don't worry about me. I wouldn't fuck her.
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry
you
about
might have to be worried about me because a bitch I can change a tire, I can top your fluids off.
I top your fluids off.
I can come check your tire pressure. Like my ex made sure that I knew how to do all of that because he didn't want me to be the damsel in distress on the side of the road. Fix that shit yourself because I don't want no nigga pulling up trying to take you away because he fixed your tire or some other dumb shit. Do that shit yourself.
Side note, let me tell y'all something. As me being a stud, I'm always the damsel in distress on the side of the road. Anything go wrong?
No, I was like, this is why I tell you I am the masculine one in a relationship. I think that's why my men relationships don't really work out because I don't know how to be feminine. Like I'm learning how to bring out my feminine side. I need a man that's gonna be like, no, come here, bitch, and sit down. And I said, do this, and I'm be like, all right, but I've always been like, I play sports.
I
played sports, football and baseball. Not really a fan of basketball. And like I said, my ex taught me how to do those little things on my car so that I never would be asked out. I never would be somewhere stuck and don't know what to do. Like my only fuck up was one time I had changed my tire and the fucking donut got a flat and I was just like, fuck, but I was near home, so I was good. But yeah, like I know how to do all of that. My homegirl woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning because our other homegirl got a flat tire and they didn't know what to do. And they came, she went to her, but they couldn't do it. And she had a dom with her and they didn't know. So they came and picked me up, woke me up in the middle of the night to come and fix this girl's tire.
No, see, total opposite. Total opposite. I'm telling you, shit break down. I'm calling my brother like, wake up, nigga. You at work? Call out.
There you go. Not call out.
I need you now, nigga. Shit is fucked up and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm definitely like, I guess I'm a stud, so I guess I'll be a Damien in distress. Not a damsel. There you go. Yeah, but, I gotta get my
I can't.
Shit. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get my phone.
I cannot. Now I turned the camera off. But yeah, like we don't see you and think automatically like, yeah, I'm gonna get her. No, like we got standards.
Yeah, and damn sure don't. Cause I be seeing some whores with they nigga like, ooh, happy you not gay.
But not only that, like I look at something, like we look at some of these, but let me tell you something. When it comes to eating coochie, like I have standards. Okay. I have standards when someone eats my coochie. Okay. Like I don't care. No.
Let me tell you something.
No, they don't. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, like, people don't understand, baby. If I look at you and you look like you a little tartar,
I'll tell you something. I'm not too keen on eating pussy, period. Outside of, I don't like switching sex partners. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm never really intrigued by having sex with somebody, right? Because I will continuously fuck my ex until I feel like the time is right. Because I don't like to switch sex partner. I'm a big firm believer in not doing it.
And you know what? That's why we be in such fucked up ass situations, because we don't be wanting to sleep with nobody else. So we continue to sleep with the person that we know damn well we should have like stabbed them in the throat. But at any rate, no, but for real, like, and see, people don't understand is that it's a difference between penis and coochie. Like, don't get me wrong, there's dirty penis. Niggas have shit going on down there too. However, with women, like, we do a lot down there.
We do a lot down there.
So it's a lot to it. Like, if you look, like, it's a turn off. The same way you look at a nigga and he look like his balls stink. He look like he don't wipe his ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same when it comes to women looking at women. Like, yeah, damn, she got a fat ass. But then you look at her overall appearance, and it's like, but do she keep that fat ass clean? Like,
that's another thing too, because I know a lot of fat asses, and I be looking like I don't quite know. I don't think that shit smell good. Like some females, you can just tell, like they just and let me tell you something. In my experience in life, big girls taste and smell better than small girls. And listen, it's just my preference. Small bitches feel like they ain't gotta wash their ass, and I don't know why.
Listen,
now none of my friends stink because I got a lot of skinny friends. So let me just clear that up. My friends are here, y'all skinny. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about my sexual counterparts, the people I've dealt with. I've like it's be like a little rank. Like, you didn't think you needed to wash today, did you? But that fat bitch, she gonna hit.
But you know what? See, sometimes you can hide it. Like, even if you don't smell, you can hide it.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah. I didn't come across it.
Yeah, you right.
They done took the it's like, okay, she don't smell, hugged up on her, she smell good, got a little perfume, and then the pants.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Oh man. And been like,
and then they be like, your neighbors is cooking. What your neighbors is cooking?
Oh god. Yo, cause
just be like, oh no.
Yo, the finger test and then don't continue, bitch. You know what time it is, yo. If I hit you with the and I hit the with the, and then I don't do nothing after that, call your Lyft or your Uber. It's over for you.
It was already called. When I went to the bathroom, it was over. No, but for real, like at our age, like that should not be a thing. But it is. It is.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying, I need people to understand that yes, we all have standards. Just like with men. Just because they're gay does not mean that you are something that they're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
We all have preferences. We all have standards when it comes to who we deal with. I know for me, I like both. So for my men, I like them my complexion or darker. The darker, the fucking better. I love me some chocolate niggas. For my women, I prefer them my complexion or lighter.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. I reckon I ain't but so.
No, for real. Like that's my preference.
What's crazy is I don't even have a preference no more as far as skin complexion goes. Yeah, I don't got no preference on skin complexion.
That's my preference. It doesn't mean that I won't involve with someone that does not fall in that skin color category. Because of course there's more to it than just the color of their skin, or their skin tone.
Well, no, wait a minute. I just thought about it. All right. I'm gonna say this in the most polite way. I'm not dealing with a white woman. There, I said it.
Well, no, not in a relationship. No, I ain't gonna lie.
Let me tell you something. Side note, I was going to deal with this one white girl. But not. I was a teenager, and I had kissed her, and for some reason her mouth tastes like. You ever see? I suck my thumb. You ever grab the doorknob and then suck your thumb? You probably don't know.
I used to suck mine.
Yeah, but that metallic taste. That's how her.
That was not good. That was something wrong. She needed a doctor.
Yeah, and she didn't have braces or nothing. I'm like, and she used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. I'm like, yo, is this for cigarettes, dude? No, it didn't. So at that moment, I knew. I said, if her mouth tastes like that, I know her cat is fucking Nickel City. That bitch got brass down there. I wasn't fucking around. So after that, I was like, I'm never dealing with a white girl. I don't care how bad she come. I don't care how much work you get done. I don't care how I don't give a fuck how niggerish you are or what group you grew up with. Oh, I've been around the blacks my whole life. I've been in the projects. I don't give a fuck.
I hooked up with a white girl.
I'm not licking a pole.
Not in a relationship. What'd you say, Britt?
I said you did. You hooked up with her?
I did. It was actually
disgusting.
No.
Oh.
No, it was actually so here's the thing. It was a situation. It wasn't just me and her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was a situation. The first time was phenomenal. Like I had to sit up and be like, bitch. What in the world?
It couldn't have been that good. It couldn't have been. The story is
so stupid. It couldn't possibly be.
The story sounds so unseasoned. Go ahead.
No, for real. I said the same. I was like, this is not gonna work, but you know, this what we was doing at the time. I was like, fuck it, let me see what it's like being with a little white girl. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. And then we hooked up a second time. And the bitch popped the Molly.
Popped the Molly, I'm sweating.
Woo.
No.
She did too much.
That bitch forgot that it was coochie and not real fish. And she was biting. Like I felt teeth. I should not, you eating pussy. You're not sucking a dick. Why do I feel teeth? And the guy that I was dealing with at the time, he could see it. He was like, all right, let's switch. And he was like,
it was a threesome? Bitch, you be leaving out details. The fuck is going on? Oh, bitch, it was a party.
It wasn't just us.
Oh, I thought you said party.
But anyway,
hey, it's a parade.
Afterward, he was like, yeah, I could see that. I said, no, this wasn't the same bitch that was here the last time. Like, the fuck is wrong with her?
Yeah, it was her. It was just her on Molly.
No, yeah, no.
I'm keep switching positions, y'all. The light ain't.
But I couldn't be in a. I just wanted to see what it was like to be with a white girl.
Yeah, I seen what it was like, and that shit was right.
It was cool. She was cool. She just couldn't do, like, she ruined it. She had ruined. Everything was great. Should have been a one and done.
My homeboy used to say, if it ain't white, it ain't right. And I used to be like, if it ain't black, it ain't that.
I wouldn't say all that. It was cute, but I wouldn't say all that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if it ain't white, if it's white, it ain't right. Something wrong with it. I ain't never seen nothing that was white that you ain't had to cook for like tan that bitch. Even cigarettes, you like them bitches on fire.
Bye.
It's the
9 o'clock yet.
Says the lightest bitch on the show. No, we got some more things to talk about right quick, y'all. Then we gonna get into the last story of the day that Brittany came across, and I think that this story needs to be talked about more. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna say this next topic for last because that's gonna segue us into Brittany's story. No, it's not actually. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna just stay on track. When teachers are gay and these parents are pulling these kids out of the class because the teacher is gay, how do y'all feel about that? First off, better question. How would you feel if you seen a gay man teaching your child?
I wouldn't care.
I'm talking about like gay, like I'm talking about like gay, like you know, like he probably got like a purse and all that.
Okay.
Wouldn't care.
Is my child learning?
Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, so here's the thing. It was this.
Here's the thing with that. People put so much emphasis on the gay people. The gay people are not the ones. Well, I'm not saying they're not, but majority of them are not the ones that are doing anything to your children. It's that straight uncle, that big buff. I stay in the gym. I'm that nigga. I got all the bitches. That's the one that's touching your kid. You worried about the gay man. He ain't thinking about your kid.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so this is not long enough. So this is where the topic came from, y'all. Hold on.
And it's another thing I be seeing. You know how like
I'm sorry. What was you saying, Brittany? Go ahead.
Oh, what another story I keep seeing. You know how parents be going to like their kids' libraries, and there's a lot of books in there that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, sexual ass books.
Now that's
So
stuff I don't
so
agree with.
I don't agree with it either. I don't.
But my thing is, the books and stuff are a bit much. I don't need you to explain those things. Let me be the one to explain. As far as the teacher, and they like, well, how can you like one and not the other? Here's the thing. You're going to see gay people walking through the mall, at the park, at anything, any event you go to, you're going to come across two women hugged up. You're going to come across two men hugged up. You're watching kid shows and they're showing gay couples. They're having trans, whatever, all of that stuff is in everything that they come across. So for a teacher, it's not an issue. The teacher is not sitting in the classroom. And if that's the case and it comes about, I'll deal with it when it comes. But the teacher is not sitting there explaining step by step to your child what this is to be gay and what you need to do. And you should try this and you should go and let me fix your hair a certain way. And when you come to school tomorrow, I'm going to dress you a certain way. Like, they're not doing that. They're teaching your children the same thing a straight white person is going to teach your child. So that part doesn't bother me. What bothers me is pushing all of this stuff down our kids' throats with these movies and the books. I don't want my child to go to school and read a book about it. Let me be the one. When they see something on TV or they see some two people of the same sex out in the street, let me be the one to explain to them, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them books was crazy because the lady, she came in there, she was mad. She was a parent and she like, yeah, I took these from all different grade levels. And it was like, this is for like kindergartners. Are you sure you're in your right body? Like, what?
Yep.
Are you in your right body?
Like, are you sure you in your right body? You sure you know who you are? Like, giving examples and all type of shit. It was crazy. I was like,
a black man, I can't remember what it is, but it was a black man and he had a book and he was at one of the meetings with like Congress or the Senate or whoever. And he read an excerpt from a book and the book was describing a sexual act between two men.
No.
And this was a part of a curriculum.
No. Hell no. Not happening. No. See, that's the shit I will pull my child from. Here is the video that I wanted to show you guys.
It gets a little bit tricky, right? My first class had, the first day, I had 25 students. By day 2, I had 19 because 6 parents switched out of the class because they saw me and they were like, there's no freaking way, before I even got a word in.
As a parent, I would want to know, like, do you not think that that is okay or they're right to withdraw when they see you? Because ultimately, you're probably an excellent educator.
I appreciate that.
I have no doubt about that. But I think we get into muddy waters when we start trying to take that choice away from the parent.
Do I think that it is okay for a parent to see me and go, not around my kid? No, I don't think that's okay. I feel like that's really crossing the line because you are, for lack of better words, discriminating against me openly. That's like seeing a black teacher and being like, there's no way. It is the same. It is the same.
It's not the same, and here's why. You can't control what color your skin is, but you can control if you decide to put on makeup or not in the morning. Secondly, ideologies can be discriminated against. We do it all the time. If we saw somebody that was wearing a Ku Klux Klan mask and teaching children, we would say, we don't want that ideology being taught to our kids. In the same way, if you as a man are dressing up, wearing makeup, and teaching our children, you're teaching them that that's okay. And I don't believe that it's okay. And it's not your job as a teacher to push your ideology onto children. It's the parents' job to put their ideology into children.
Sometimes with school choice, it gets a little bit tricky, right? My first class had the first.
The ignorance. And that's why his fucking kids are going to grow up dipshits. And here's the thing with that. That really pisses me off. Because it's not that you teaching your child ideology. First and fucking foremost, with any fucking thing, you should teach your child acceptance and not to discriminate. I don't give a fuck what you believe about gays, racial, politics, whatever. What needs to be taught is respect. That's what needs to be taught. If you don't want your child to see that, guess what happens then? I'm gonna just be honest with you. What you form is a perception to your child that this is wrong and this is right. So whenever they see it, they automatically are judgmental towards it and don't even fucking know. Or when they grow up and they feel like that's the lifestyle that they're going to be in, now they can't trust you with it because they think that you're not going to accept them because that's your ideology, as he fucking said, that fucking coon. I wish I knew who he was and his dipshit children because I would just say their names and I don't really give a fuck. The thing is that I wouldn't dare. Here's the thing. I wouldn't dare walk into a room and see somebody with a disability or maybe something's wrong and say, oh, matter of fact, no, I'll give a prime example. If I walk into a gym and this person is my child's gym teacher and he got one leg, but he got like the little fucking amputated, little fucking leg, whatever they give him, the prosthetic leg. I'm not going to take my child out of gym because I feel like you can't teach him how to run. Like it's so much disconnect with what's reality and what isn't. Because regardless, that shit is going to be. And granted, I don't want to push into their face, but you cannot dictate ultimately what they're going to see. Like they're going to fucking see it, bro. Like you can't.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, I don't want you to teach my child half the year dressed as a man and then wake up one day and decide don't get me wrong. That is your preference, but that's where the confusion tends to come in when they're younger children, to come in dressed full blown like a woman. That causes a lot of confusion and that opens up maybe some dialogues at, I'm going to say Trey's age, where it's like, I wasn't ready to go there.
Okay.
So I get that. But here's my thing for the person that was speaking. Oh, I walk in and I see that I don't want you putting your ideology. So what are you going to do if you walk in and 5 of the kids in the classroom are dressed like that? Oh, no, I'm taking my kid out. I'm going to put him in another class. You put him in that class. Now it's 7 kids dressed like that. Oh, I'm just going to take them out the school. The next school you put them into, all the fucking kids are dressed like that. Like the whole school is fucking gay. The whole school is half and half. The men want to be women, the women want to be men. Like, it is your job. It's the same thing with them saying as far as the music. Oh, it's the music. The music is teaching these kids. No, it's the lack of education at home.
Yep.
Everything it starts at home. So if your child, when my child is not with me, I don't have control. When I'm at work, I don't have control over whether Sherrod's older siblings are playing certain music around him or not. So your job is to teach him none of that stuff is real. Don't go out here and think that you're supposed to go with the guns and the selling drugs and now you got all this money. No, that stuff is not real. They rap about that, but it's not real. Like, that's your job to teach them what is right and what is wrong. As far as the LGBTQ, that's your job as the parent to explain that some men prefer. I mean, granted, I don't want to teach them at that young age. I don't want to teach Janae that right now. It's not about I'm trying to protect her from anything. I don't want to teach her that right now.
And
At 4 years old.
And I think for me, because I'm obviously who I am, I can't walk in front of some kids and now I'm going to throw a dress on because
absolutely,
you know what I mean. So it's like me coming up with kids. If you're around me, then you might not want to have that talk with them. But if they ask me why you dressed in boy clothes, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm comfortable. I'm not going to push what I am on them. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? But to avoid disrespect, I feel like their parents not necessarily have a talk with them, but just say, all right, Aunt Mel a little different. She dressed different. You know what I mean? You ain't got to explain what I am, but it's a way to get that ideology off without being disrespectful. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be that. And I feel like, just speaking on him in general, when you speak like that, your kids tend to be like that. The shit that you hate the most is what your kid end up being. Okay? I don't agree, and I'm going to say this. I don't agree with little kids being gay. Like, I hate but I'm not a big fan of who is it? One of those actresses, they adopted a bunch of black children. And like, I think the little boy is a boy, but now like she dressed him up as a girl, and he was like fucking 2, and I'm just like, oh well, that's what he chose. Like, no, I mean I get it, but it's like I don't know. It's like you kind of gotta lead them a little bit. It's like without discrimination, just it's a respect factor. I don't know. Like me and my son's mother, we had a conversation. She's like, I don't want him to be gay. Okay. You don't want him to be that, but if you think I'm gonna disown him or dislike him because that's a path he chooses, then you got me fucked up. Because I'm not gonna ever go against my child because of how someone else feels. Because for me personally, my gay story coming out or whatever started in 4th grade, and I was accepted immediately. And this was in a time where that shit wasn't flying. But I was accepted immediately, and by grandparents who was born in the 30s loved me down. You understand what I'm saying? Because they went through whatever they went through. But nevertheless, I do feel like no, it shouldn't be pushed. No, it shouldn't be explained early, but it should be a conversation at some point. And if you see someone different, you need to explain to your child how they should respect people who are different. Because not only will it just be LGBT shit, you got kids with disabilities and shit. Like my son, I'm quite sure he on the spectrum, and I have to, I have to kind of watch him more around kids because kids don't understand why he might be a little delayed. But also, I shouldn't have to watch him, but so much because you as a parent should be telling your child that, hey, it's kids out here that's different. And they're not going to be as they're not going to be as developed as you are, or might not be on the same path as you. So I thought that should go for a lot of different things when it comes down to children. My NPC is let children be children. Mm-hmm. Let them be fucking children. You know, I mean, they just you can only raise them up to be what you want them to be for however long you want to. But as we can see, when you become too hard on your children, which I've seen, they end up being fucking crazy.
But honestly, a lot of times is that they don't even know that's what it is.
They don't.
Because you feel a type of way about it. You speak on it, and now they're like, oh, so what is it? And now you have to explain this whole world to them that they don't even know exists. They just love people. That's like the story of the little black boy and the little white boy. And the little white boy was like, we're twins. And they would go and get the haircuts and they would wear matching clothes. The parents had to buy clothes together so that the kids could match because they would wear stuff and you couldn't tell them that they were not twins.
That's adorable.
Because they didn't see it as far as our skin color. They saw it as far as we just are just best friends. And that's my brother. And we have the same stuff. So we twins. Like, it would be the parent at that point to say, well, you know, you're not twins because he's black and you're white, but you can be brother. Like, you don't need to say none of that.
Nope.
Let them kids be kids and enjoy the fact that they have that bond.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can grow up and know, okay, this is my brother. Now, as they get older, they'll start to understand. They'll start to learn. That's when you sit them down. When the kids at school be like, y'all ain't twins. You black, he white. That's when you sit them down and say, listen, this is what's what. But these kids don't know that until you put it in their head. Now, like I said, it is confusing to young children. If you're going to come dressed as a female, then come dressed as a female, but do it every day.
Right.
If you're going to come dressed as a man, come dressed as a man, but do it every day.
Yep.
You can do the back and forth. You can't dress like a female one day with the tracks and the wigs and the nails done and the makeup on and the leggings and all of this stuff. And then the next day you got on a tux and you got a regular haircut and you got your I'm that nigga voice on. Like, you can't do that. That's where the confusion comes in with these children.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care that you're gay. I don't care that you want to dress like a woman. Just be consistent with it so that my child is not confused. So now when the child comes to me and says, listen, now the teacher had on this and then she had on that. Now daddy wears this and you wear that. So how come, like, that's when you got to start breaking shit down to the kids.
Yeah, and that's where I feel like, it gets a little, like you said, get a little hazy when you try to go back and forth and pedal back and forth. That's where shit get fucked up, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
And that's where I feel like parents have a right to be angry. At that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely got a right to be angry. I just think, all in all, when it comes to kids, teach them the basic respect. That's it. Yo, fucking teach your kid how to fucking respect whatever they got going on. Plain and simple. And yeah, that's that. That was a great topic, by the way. And then we're gonna touch one more, then we gotta get out of here. Brittany, your story.
All right. So I was strolling Instagram and this lady, she was basically at the Pride Parade, and I believe it was some kids there as well. But she was transgendered and she had on like this little costume, but like she lifted up the front and it was like a penis and it was like squirting, walking down the Pride Parade with these kids out here. And I'm just like, why are your kids there? I don't understand that. I mean, I can understand you want your kids to, I guess, know what pride is and see what is going on, but that's for adults.
Yeah,
that's adult shit.
Yeah, no. You gotta draw the line.
Like, you can tell you about pride. Like, you don't gotta take them.
I would never take Traylon to a Pride Parade. Never. And not because I don't want him to be gay and none of that. It's really not for children.
It's not.
It's never had been. I was 14 going down there, sneaking in the clubs and shit. And I can tell you, even then, I seen some shit. I was like, this ain't for me. What the fuck is going on down here? I mean, that is wild, yo. And if we can find a video, yo, we'll try to post it on the page, because I really think that's something that niggas need to see. And that's what I'm saying. With me being fully into the lifestyle, like me being gay, I guess, I don't agree with a lot of shit. And this is why I keep saying that I was going to denounce myself in the LGBT community. I want my badge taken. No, because I just feel like there is certain shit I'm just not going to agree with. And I feel like when you're in a certain realm of shit, like you got to fucking believe in whatever they believe in. Like,
no, that's just like saying because I'm black, I got to believe in everything black people do. And that's not true.
Because niggas,
it's some shit we do that you be like, nah, she know good and fucking well. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. But right is right and wrong is wrong. That's not a place. Knowing what takes place at these events. And if you yourself have never been, you need to go before you choose to take your child. Pride is where the gays come out, the transgenders come out, the bisexuals come out. Like, this is where everyone comes out and they get to be themselves. They don't have to pretend. The gay guys don't have to sit at work with the shirt buttoned up, and even though you can tell they're gay, they still have to have a certain decorum about them in the professional office. And no, they could be at the gay pride thing and be all flamboyant and whatever the case. Like, this is for them. And in that moment, she felt like she needed to lift her shit up and bless the world.
But those kids, I mean, I guess you really can't blame. You really can't blame the pride, the parade, or whatever. You definitely got to blame the parent. Like, if she would have been now, if the parent would have came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh my God, what the bitch? Come on now, you man, lady." Besides that dick, it's somebody right over there sniffing coke off the.
You have an option in that moment. Two options. You can stand there with your kid and go. Or you can snatch little Johnny up and take his ass this way and say, nope, don't look at that.
Yeah.
It's no different than being at home and you're watching a movie and a sex scene comes up, or something happens and the clothes come off and they're standing there completely butt naked. Like, do you sit there and go, or do you cover their eyes? Like, but it's not the movie's fault because your kid probably shouldn't be watching it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Traylon definitely a fast forward some shit. I'll be like,
close your eyes. And Sherrod to get the giggling. Close your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, we gonna watch.
I used to always hate this shit when it came on the movie. It'd be so awkward when your family be like,
shit, I'm almost 50. And I still be in the room like,
yeah,
watching the movie with my mom when we together. She come visit or I go visit and we watching the movie and the sex scene come on and I'll be like this.
I swear, it don't matter how old you get. This shit is never cool.
It's too awkward.
It never gets better, bro. It never, even with my aunts and them, like, especially like my churchy aunt. Oh my God, when she decided to watch Ted with me, I was like, this is out of the norm. And I'm like, I already know what Ted about to give. Oh my God. He was talking so much shit. I'm just over there cringing like, oh my God. Nut, weed, sex. Oh God, no. And they just laughing. I'm
like, this is the world we live in. And you have two options as a parent. Be ignorant or educate.
Period.
Educate your kid about what they see. Same thing with the video games. I just saw a thing where the little girl was 5 and she came to her mother and asked her, what is our address? And at that moment, typically at 5, we teach our kids our address because they go into school now. You need to know your address. You need to know my phone number. You need to know my full name. This is an instance where I'm glad the little girl didn't know her address.
Yeah, I've seen that. And he was like, yeah, go ask.
He told her, go ask your parents, go do it now. Then told her to go outside and see what the number is on the house. This is in Fortnite.
What game is this?
Fortnite. No.
Roblox.
That's exactly why I won't let Nuts play. I'm not letting him play that.
This is what you have. This is what I'm saying. It's you worried about the small, minuscule shit. There are other ways that people are getting to your children. You worried about your educator. Now, if you feel like the educator is doing a little too fucking much, come sit in the classroom and see how this person acts. Stand outside the door and don't let the teacher know that you're there so you can get the full, because baby, I done did it a few times for some teachers to make sure that they wasn't acting like, because my kids, kids tell a different story. But you can stand outside the classroom and just watch and see how this teacher interacts. Let me tell you something. The greatest teacher I had in all of my school years was a gay man. He taught Latin. I got 60s in English and 95 and better in Latin. Because that teacher was the best teacher. He allowed us to be us in the classroom. Don't curse at me, but if you feel like that's the only way that you can get across what you need to say is by saying it with a curse word, then by all means, say it with a curse word. And he would tell us in a heartbeat, sit your ass down. I'm in the middle of teaching. And guess what? He got the most respect from the students in the school because he was, I hate to say on our level, but he treated us like what we were.
Yeah,
you can't do that no more. Kids record you. Yeah,
they sure do.
Quick.
They sure do. But will say it themselves. Don't record themselves saying it. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's just so much in the world to be stressed out about. You worried about the fact that the teacher is gay. Like I said, now if you feel like transgender is a little too much for you, by all means, fine. That's too much for you to have to explain to your child why the man has on a wig and makeup and what have you. I get it. But to walk in and know that, oh, he's gay. Nope, he can't teach my kid. Meanwhile, you don't pay attention to your kid at home on the game, and this man is trying to get addresses and telling your kid to go outside and meet them on the corner.
Yo, you know what's crazy is that, and I've actually had, but a friend of mine, her son was actually sending people, like he was beefing with somebody on GTA, and like he really like put the address up there, but it was their old address.
There you go. Now pull up.
Yeah, pull up game crazy. But yeah, like and Traylon plays Fortnite, Roblox, all of that shit. He got the Oculus, all of that. I don't know. I guess it's different with me. Like, again, my son knows what to do and what not to do. And plus, my son is, on a spectrum, so he ain't really about to text nobody shit. If he can't say it to you, he ain't gonna text it to you. So I'm safe with that. I'm completely safe with that. Now,
but don't think now.
Listen,
you still gotta be mindful.
Oh no, I check shit though. I'm real. Like, let me see what the fuck going on. I had his tablet in here today, like deleting games and shit I felt like wasn't right. Like, yeah, I'm that. But Brittany, she has a baby genius. So he'll probably be texting like big words and shit like that. Like he'll probably be like, and your Roblox game is absolutely magical and divine. And I like the way you play. It's very
not divine.
Yeah, like that nigga.
Not how he talk.
That nigga smart as a bitch. Well, the way that you shot me was very invigorating and stimulating. And you nigga like what? Yeah, he only fucking 4. Like, yeah, so he couldn't play no shit like that because he
game
the text back.
Well, fortunately, grandbaby, she can't read or write right now. I mean, she's learning her letters and things, of course, but she doesn't know words. When she texts me, it's a bunch of letters. But she's always saying, Nana, do you know how to play Roblox? Can you teach me? And I'm like, nope, I don't know nothing about it. Because I'm not teaching you.
Traylon don't even want me on the game. He like, girl, you gonna fuck it all up. Just back up.
No, because these kids really, like, they really be going in.
YouTube, yeah. It's YouTube. They
and
see other kids playing and talking.
But I'm talking about just in the game, the group chats, the when they don't have a microphone and you can hear the conversations, like they really be going in on each other. And my problem is with playing those games, if it's somebody at your school or who knows where you go to school, My problem is things like that, like niggas pulling up. Like y'all in elementary school, it's really not that serious.
I don't know.
No, it's just, to me, it's just so much more. And I'm not saying that that's not something to be concerned about, but I just feel like there's so much more things that we should be worried about right now. That 12-year-old little boy that got killed out here in these streets, ganging.
Oh, we're going to say that for another episode. Next week, we're going to talk
about... because my nephew had to be pulled out of school behind that incident.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get into that because...
these are babies. 12? Yeah.
I think
we should, in middle school.
I think we should do a summer edition. I don't know. Should we do it next week, y'all? It's Father's Day. Should we let them live? Should we come back on? I mean, I hate to say.
No, we took Mother's Day off. I feel like we should take we the fathers get the short end of the stick. So I feel like we should let them have a day too.
All right, y'all. So it's the end of the episode. We done a lot. We gave y'all a lot. We will be back on the 25th. We'll be back on the 25th, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Who did, who didn't. Y'all can go back and watch it. I realized the views wasn't that up today with this LGBT thing. Y'all scared? Yeah, the niggas that ain't watching today, I think you're gay. You're afraid to admit it.
Oh, we forgot about DL. We forgot about the DL.
Oh yeah, you.
That's why they ain't watched. They was scared. They was scared. We was calling.
Yeah, as soon as we said rainbows, niggas was like, "Oh, I'm at work tonight."
Our MVPs ain't even show up today,
nigga. Gay. It's okay. We leaving this episode up too because I feel like if you didn't watch, it's because you thought you gonna get called.
I feel like this was a good episode too. Y'all missed out. I mean, I would have preferred that more people tuned in because I would have preferred to get your input. Like, it's okay that you feel some type of way. We don't expect everyone to accept it.
Yeah.
But respect it.
For the disrespect today.
You don't have to accept it, but you have to respect it.
Absolutely. And that's the name of the show. You don't have to accept it, but you gotta respect it. And we're gonna see you niggas on the 25th. All right, niggas. And down low niggas and the real bitches.
I'm gonna go put my rollers back in
with your gay asses.